Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stocky, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has the sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC, a guy that boxes. Unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that's the case yet again here tonight. This is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, set to fight Nate Diaz. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
A black belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but he's got hands for days as well. Another big spot for Nate Diaz tonight. You know about the mental game. Psychologically, he breaks a lot of guys before they even make this walk. We'll see how his foe approaches the challenge that is Nate Diaz tonight. Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best striker in the world.
Lee's forehead is bleeding now. Cut is open.
Nice defense. He got his hands up and he blocked it. Oh, my goodness. What a kick.
How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, I hate to be the punch counter. These guys throwing early.
Oh, my goodness. Now we're going.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Nice kick.
So Just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. And there's that jab. Diaz gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent.
Oh, nice.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble. Punch over the top.
Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
Good block there. Takedown defense holds up. And now some separation. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Oh, wow. How about the roundhouse kick? Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, effective use of the jab by Diaz.
Nice right hand.
Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward. Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
Diaz gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. And a cut has just opened up now on his forehead. There and certainly making good use of what is an obvious edge and reach. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, nice jab to the head by Diaz. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Lee's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Ground strike gets through. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Diaz is trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, compromise. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. Looks like he raises the guard there to block the strike and now counters with a straight punch that finds its home. So huge reach advantage for him in this matchup, and it certainly paid dividends there. Diaz gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Oh, nice jab.
Nice connection there by Nate. Oh!
Beautiful shot lands the leg there.
Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, That's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockdown early, he has to feel good going forward. Got tagged a couple times. Nice combo up top.
Diaz is taking aim at that cut right now. A strong decision by him to land strikes on an area that he has already done significant damage on. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet. Not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Chief.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's
going for his arm now. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Ground and pound strike there now. Relentless pressure from the top by Diaz. Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feeding the hips, and he will definitely get the submission. Look at him. He's starting to push away. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job. Great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
20 seconds left. Well-placed kick there by Lee. Oh, he keeps attacking that left eye. Now it's starting to close. Beautiful diving strike lands. All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. That will keep him in the fight. He goes back to the stool. We'll see to what extent he can recover. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Ooh, side kick, well timed there. Nice placement there on the left hook counter. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice jab there by Diaz. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to...
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. That was lightning fast, that right hand. Oh, another one.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Oh, he missed with that right hand. Lee's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed. Big shot to the body.
All right, so the ref is going to step in here and call on the doctor to look at what is a now mangled nose. This could be the end of the fight.
It could be the end of the fight. There's a lot of blood. The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield if he's going to go out. Because if he gets to the next round, I'm not sure he'll get to go out again.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back.
Oh, he hurt. Oh, nice body shot.
Oh, he's hurt.
Big right here.
Like that!
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut.
Setting up a sub here. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish. Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Diaz is right back to the full mount here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Fight back!
Lee's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Lee's in half guard now. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Posture's up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Back mount now. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. but a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement. Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce is tight.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal? All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has won.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut.
Oh, again, bro. Nice job blocking that punch.
Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good. Just misses with the right. Man. And back to his feet. Oh, with authority the body. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt, and he's got him hurt multiple times in 1 round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Lee's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later. Swing and a miss by Diaz. Clipped him with the right hand there. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the round.
But that's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
Well, new round, same result as he continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous round. All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really started to open up wide. Oh! Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is.
Back in the clinch, how does he proceed from here?
Diaz's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. Lee's kick to the body is blocked. All right, so at this point, the ringside position would be well within his right to stop the fight as the referee calls for him once again.
We get it. Toughness on full display, but this damage is too much. You got to stop the fight.
A lot of blood, but perhaps not of the fight-ending variety. The doctor talks to the referee here, and all right, he'll be allowed to continue, at least for now. Good sign.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise,
And that'll do it! Wow! Wow!
with a huge knockout tonight.
Oh, boy!
All right, here now Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Diaz.
All right, so Nate Diaz gets a big win tonight. I thought it was at his best. Certainly came in very conditioned as usual, and the boxing was on point, too.
The boxing was on point. The cardio was ready.